Alright everybody, this is a serious video. First of all, I have to man up and tell you guys that I'm sorry that it took 3 years to get Monday's video finally finished. So if you don't know, Leakin Park has been a place that has fascinated me for years. I made my first trip out to Leakin Park in Baltimore in 2019. I made another trip there in 2020. I went there again in 2022 with Seth Borden and Exploring with Josh. And I finished out the documentary in January of this year with Connor. Leakin Park, if you don't know, is a place where over 80 different bodies have been found, all murder victims, lots of different crazy stories that have come out of that park. And in my opinion, it is the scariest, most evil, most dangerous location that I've ever visited in the history of filming this channel. And this documentary means a whole lot to me. I've been working on it literally since 2019. That's when I filmed the first 45 minutes of this documentary. I've investigated the place 5 times now. And let me tell you, the video on Monday contains some of the craziest evidence I think we've ever captured. In my opinion, the best EVP we've ever recorded in the history of the channel. Some really compelling stuff that may have solved a crime, and evidence that points to the fact that there are hundreds of spirits lingering in those dark, cursed woods. But obviously, me telling you this, I just want you to know how much this documentary, how much this video on Monday means to me, and I just want to inform you guys of how much work went into this. And this video is different than others. It's not like the history is the first 45 minutes. This documentary gets going immediately. Within the first couple minutes, we find something dead in the forest, and you're gonna see some of that footage now. But yeah, here's a little preview of Leakin Park, Baltimore's murder forest, my documentary that's gonna be released on Monday. Please show up for the live premiere. I wanna break a record for our live viewership on Monday. It would mean a lot to me because I've put so much work and time into this movie. I've been editing this video for the last 3 months, putting in about 5 hours of work a week into this video. So I think it's like my masterpiece film. But anyways, like this video, leave me a comment below letting me know that you're excited to see this documentary on Monday. And yeah, I'm gonna present to you right now the first 8 to 10 minutes of the documentary, just to show you a little bit of what this is gonna be like. I'm gonna warn you right now, it is disturbing. We're about to find a dead something in a trash bag inside of the park, so viewer discretion is advised, and I'll see you guys on Monday.
I hate this park. I really do. I hate it here. Anyone thinks that I enjoy coming here, I don't. I hate it here.
City police investigating a homicide, this one in southwest Baltimore. Chopper 13 over Leakin Park, where a man was found dead this morning. His body was found in the 4900 block of North Franklintown Road.
Police say a passerby found her remains 2 days ago in Leakin Park. Police are investigating this case as a homicide.
A body missing its head, its hands, and its feet.
Baltimore pastor pleads guilty to conspiring to kill a blind, mentally disabled man for life insurance money.
Police found the body of Lemuel Wallace in a Leakin Park restroom. He had been shot multiple times. Police recovered 9 shell casings.
Crews responded to the fire not far from Leakin Park just before 3 o'clock this morning.
Police say they came to this dark, very heavily wooded area. That's when they found the body down an embankment.
Police are investigating the assault, abduction, and murder of a 39-year-old man. The witness also saw other men force the victim at gunpoint into the rear of a vehicle. The car quickly left the scene.
All right, this is Fairmount Park, which is actually a really nice neighborhood. There's some beautiful houses here. So it's like a middle-class neighborhood. There's some really big houses up there, but this has been a popular dump spot for years. And it also, when you get down here to the end where Winterbourne is one of the last sort of private areas in the park that you can drive through where you could, you know, dump a body out of your car and not be seen. Up Winterbourne up here. There was a serial killer. He killed 2 women. They think he killed 5. He came here to dump one of his victims up the road here. And this is in a, residential street. It was really early in the morning. He threw this woman down the hill. He took her out of the car and threw her down the hill. Well, she was playing dead. She listened for the car to go off to leave, and she came up the hill, and he had cut off both of her ears. She was barely alive, but she survived, and she was the one who was able to identify him to the police. I don't remember his name, but it was right up here in the curve where she came out of the woods. And one of the people who live here, they saw her in the street naked and called the police. But here is Winterbourne, where things go dark. This is the last house on the block here. And then you have this, which is just like a horror movie. People dump stuff all along this road, trash. In 2007, I believe, there was a African man. He was found laying in the road, on this road. I believe he had been shot a bunch of times. The man who dumped the woman up here who cut her ears off, he dumped his other victim on this stretch of road here as well. The one thing about this road is, like, when you drive through, there's a bag.
Where?
Roll your window down. See the bag?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Should grab the light. Look like trash or...
No, it's definitely tied up.
It's an animal. A cat or a small dog. But it's the same. That bag is the same bag that we always see when we come down here. Somebody, and for years now, has been dumping animals down here. And the only thing I can think of is that maybe the vet, maybe somebody who works at a vet who's supposed to take the animals to a cremation place.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't fathom cutting another bag open, but that's what's in that bag. It's either a cat or a small dog. No, it's an animal. It's an animal. Yeah, it's definitely... I'm not opening that.
Yeah, no.
I do not.
This is definitely like the creepiest street so far.
It's the last one in the park that you can still drive down. All the rest of them are closed off.
And why'd they close them off?
Because they don't want people dumping garbage and bodies.
Yeah, there's a ton of trash you can just see, too.
I mean, in the 70s, you think of how many people were coming down here with the city in ruins, dumping trash. I mean, back then they'd only pick up your trash once a week, or twice a month. There was no money. And then the city was overrun with rats, and people would bring their trash and dump it back here. So what you've got in these woods is years and years of garbage just underneath. You can dig anywhere and you'll find bottles and probably this here and here. Definitely there are human bodies buried here.
You think so?
Like, without a doubt, there are bodies, maybe not recently, but I think there's a lot of skeletal remains all along this road, in the woods here and the woods over here. The bodies that are dumped here, they don't dig. Back in the day, they dug. And back in the day, 11 o'clock at night, everybody was sleeping. So you see, we've been here for 10 minutes. There's no cars. So if you had an accomplice, you just take the body in the woods. You could have a hole already ready. But if you buried someone in the woods here, they wouldn't be found.
It's like an animal walking back there.